have a video, or the video that I'm doing right now is gonna be like a haul video. I don't think I've done one of these before, but I recently had a birthday, got a number of decks from different people, as well as money that I then used to purchase decks. So I consider those gift decks too. So all of these, except for one. There's one that I've had for a while that I've not opened until now because I'm sort of saving it for a rainy day, that I'm going to include in here. And so what I'm going to do is kind of like what I did in my videos that were like my top 10 videos, which is, only pull a small amount for each one. If possible, read at least a little bit from the guidebook if one is available. And I think they all have a guidebook, actually. And yeah, and since I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have 7 decks. I will pull 7 cards for each. So I've already done a complete walkthrough for Deleted World. I plan on doing a complete walkthrough for all of these, but I know this one's already up, so I'll probably do that one second in this list. Start with one that I haven't done a full walkthrough yet. And this is called the Hocking Hills Oracle. And according to the guidebook, which we have right here, it's this beautiful hardback. Hocking Hills is actually, let me stop. If you're new here, this is an ASMR channel, so I've had people ask, why are you whispering? Because it's an ASMR channel, and yeah, so it's kind of both ASMR and tarot oracle. So Hocking Hills Oracle, it says, Dear reader, welcome to the wild and wonderful world of Hocking Hills, Ohio. I have drawn so much inspiration through my hikes in these hills and time spent at my cabin to bring to you this unique oracle deck. There is so much magic in the foothills of Appalachia. I invite you to join me on this adventure. I paused because I might have just butchered it again, as you might because I have the Appalachian Spirit deck, and if Emily, if you're watching this, I hope I'm saying it right. If not, I hope you're having a good laugh at my expense. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'll pull 7 cards from here, and I'll go ahead and leave the top here so you at least have something to, or actually, why don't I show you the back? I want to at least give you something to look at while I'm pulling the cards. So there's this beautiful back with a waterfall. One of the things I'm really excited about with this deck is very personal, which is that I'm also trying to put together a photographic deck really focused on where I currently live, and so I'm hoping that this deck will be both something I can use, in my oracle and tarot practices, but also something I can kind of study to see like what I like or don't like, or what I would do different in my own deck. So anyway, as sort of a source of inspiration. So I'm excited about that. I have pictures already pulled out for my own deck if I've ever created some little keywords. But I have a lot more left to do. I've had a lot of, if you know me personally, which I'm not sure if anybody actually does who's on my channel, a lot has happened over the past couple years, and I'm not at my best. So I've, energy levels don't always roll high, but you know what? I do what I can to work on any creative projects, and I consider this channel kind of a creative project too. So, alright, let's see what we have. I pulled 7 cards. So here's one. Cycles. I like using like the metaphor. Joy. Also like that she has, I like borders. I know some people don't. Incubation. Which I'm going to put that out to the side because I tried making this video a little bit ago. There was a lot of noise. And of all the cards, I did pull the incubation card. But in all the cards I pulled this time and last time, that's overlapped. So borders, which I like on cards as well. Familiar. So I like the idea. It's something I was trying to do in mine, or I'm trying to do in mine, which is use the images as sort of metaphors, illumination, like beautiful pictures, but using them as metaphors and create. I wonder if that's a spring, like a natural spring, because they often have those kind of really intense colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull incubation. Let's see what we have. Also, by the way, if you're watching this and you're a creator and you have any advice that you're willing to share with someone in the infancy stages of creating a tech, I'd love to hear your advice. I also am not sure if I make one, if it's something like I'll literally just make for myself alone, or if it's something I would try to Kickstarter or what. I don't know, but I'm not there yet. Incubation. Here's the creator's notes. I gave myself a page and a half to wax poetic on this beautiful nest. It has been on my cabin's front porch for a decade, and the birds always tidy up the nest a bit more than the year before. It has become a sacred little post here in my part of the hills. This was one of those lucky seasons where I was able to capture these perfect little robin eggs on my camera. Message from the hills. I am an avid birder, and robins fascinate me with their strong motherly instincts. They are very protective of their young and work tirelessly, like most mother birds, to protect their eggs and care for their offspring. I truly admire how tough they are and how much of a fight they will put up if they sense danger to their young. Often when we think of incubation periods, we think of that crucial growth that needs to take place for an important idea to reach fruition. That speaks to what I was just talking about. Eggs symbolize potential and the need for protection of that which grows and forms within. Life and ideas can be fragile. It takes so much more effort to protect an idea than it does to give it those first fruits of existence. This nest sits outside of my front door, and there's never a time that I pass it that I do not consider the fragility of life and the strength that it takes to protect each generation. I love that every few years the neighborhood robins come back to lay eggs here and have kept this spot going for a decade. It reminds me of the idea of having a childhood home to go back to after we moved on to adulthood. Few of us are privileged with a long-standing family home that holds years' worth of happy memories within. I have always been envious of those that have a home that acts as a historical structure for their stories of their family. Same. This card may have shown up in your reading because you are experiencing nostalgia for an earlier time in your life. It might also show up if you are soon to be a parent. If this place no longer exists for you physically, it can find a place to exist in your memory. Not all of us have one place to go back to where we can experience the best memories of our childhood. Some memories you will just need to carve out in your mind. The important thing is to keep making new memories. Keywords: childhood, growth, memories, motherhood, responsibility. So that is the Hocking Hills Oracle. It's a photographic deck focused on are inspired in images from, Hocking Hills in Ohio. Just like I said, I'm very excited. I'm actually going to put this off to the side so that I can keep it out to look at further for my own study. So she was talking about incubation, which actually seems like a good transition to another deck that I have that is part of my haul, which is the Childlike Wonders Oracle deck, which I don't know if you can see here, it says the Bone Dead. So that is a deck that I have here somewhere. I'm trying to see on which shelf it's on. Anyway, if you have the Bone Dead Tarot, this is her companion. This is her companion oracle deck that just came out, and I'm still looking around. Oh, sorry, I'm still looking around. It was on Kickstarter, but didn't quite make it. But she was able to secure funding through alternate means. It's a really nice box, great big guidebook, color pictures along with the descriptions. The inside of the box is very nice, like even the thing that holds the nail. And it says journey back into your heart, and it's focused on using sort of, I don't know if archetypes are a word, but symbols from childhood or experiences from childhood, and using the same characters that she used in her creation of the Bone Dead tarot. So here's the pack. So it's focused on childlike things. So let me go ahead and pull 7 cards, and then I'll choose one to read for. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And with all these decks, like I said, they're recent gifts, so I haven't had a lot of time to spend with them. So you're kind of looking at a lot of these things at the same time I am. So we have bedtime, nightlight, BFFs. I'm sure everybody knows what that is, but in case not, best friends forever. Sparklers, wallflower, birthday party, and accidents. And again, I'm just kind of doing this, but I think I'm going to read from birthday party, since, like I said, these are all things I got for my birthday. So let's see. And she has these divided up into the family, the home, the tools, the students, the school, the playground, and summertime. So let me see where the birthday party falls into here. It's not going to be family. And see, students, school. Okay, it's under school. 127. Okay. Celebrating you. Keywords: celebration, joy, happiness, parties, feeling special, being the center of attention. Shadowed: loneliness, feeling unimportant, a special day that doesn't feel special. Birthday parties arrive to celebrate your time spent here on Earth. You've made it another full trip around the sun. Time to gather your friends and family and have a party. Planning, themed parties, and presents make up some of the joys For celebrating your birthday, you're in charge and get to dictate how you want others to show up for you. Whether it's a luau, princess themed, or pirate themed, others get to dress up and have fun for you. Games are played, cake is eaten, and Mom makes a list of what everybody brought you so that you can write thank you notes and mail them out the following week. Showing your gratitude to those that celebrate you is good manners, so be sure to give thanks. Be sure to give your thanks to them. Sometimes birthdays aren't fun. If we've just moved, it can be hard to find friends to invite to our parties. Birthdays are meant to be one of the days where you're surrounded by loved ones and friends, so when they aren't there, it's felt more intensely. And so that's the birthday party card from the Childlike Wonders guidebook. I'm looking forward to using this deck more too. I think it's an interesting take to take a particular time of life and use that as a lens, and to kind of work on your inner child. Also, I love this dinosaur. He's in one of the cards. He's also in the beginning of the book, it says Cowboy Dino wishes you well on your journey. I'm wondering if this little dino is real, as in not a real dinosaur, but like a real toy that she had, because he's super cute. So let's see what our next step will be. So, jumping off from, let's see, birthday party. Trying to see what deck I think sort of was in terms of my own experience here. Next, I would say, let's say the other deck that I got from the person who gave me this deck, because those were both given to, on my birthday, but also by the same person. And this one I've done a full walkthrough already, but it's the Deleted World Tarot. So let's go ahead and see. Let's pick 7 cards. And then I'll pick one to read from. So let's see. That might be a little rough. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, and I'm just pulling from random parts of the deck. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll put one upside down so you can see the back. So let's see what we have. We have work and insecurity, awakening, and the burning temple. So that's obviously the Tower card. Disappointment, dependence. So for this deck, there's keywords in addition to the symbols on the side letting you know what suit it's from. Suit, the right word. I'm suddenly blanking. Connection. That reminds me of mycelium. And the fall. Bounty, greed. The genius of the dead and extinction. And speculation and evidence. So let's go ahead and do that one. Speculation and evidence from the book. That is the 4 of what they call components. A celestial bloom unveils an instrument of truth, where the tangible and ethereal collide. Here there are hidden material truths waiting to be unearthed. The illuminating sun and diligent, practical Capricorn's energy intertwine, illuminating the path to revelation. Evidence, proof, verification, clarity, conviction. Upright, the four of components signifies the emergence of irrefutable evidence, the tangible manifestation of truth. Secrets are laid bare beneath the sun's revelatory light, and convictions solidify with Capricorn's unwavering determination. Then reversed, speculation, uncertainty, misconception, deception. Reversed, it warns of baseless speculation and the illusions that cloud judgment. Capricorn's discernment falters, and the sun's light is obscured. Amidst the haze, one must navigate carefully to discern reality from deception. And so that is the Deleted World Tarot. And we are already 20 minutes in, and I still have, let's see, I've only shown you 3 decks. I have 7. All right. I think what I might do is, let's see. Well, I'm going to keep going as I sort of think what I want to do. The next deck I want to show you is the Flow Tarot. It comes in a back. And has a beautiful guidebook. And it's also nice that it has like a keyword for each one, so it is a tarot deck, but it also is kind of like an oracle deck at the same time. So this is what the back looks like. And let me just shuffle real quick and then take 7. I will fan them out, just take some random ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So we have the King of Waves, Brave and Depth. This is a photographic deck. The Wheel, the Cycle of Regeneration. The 2 photographic decks I got for my birthday, and it's kind of a new thing for me. Ace of Wands, 1 Source. Looks like a natural spring. King of Clouds, Spiraling Renewal. Ouch. I'm originally from hurricane country. That one hurts. I'm going to pull it off because maybe that's what I want to read. King of Snow, Vision. It's beautiful. Got ourselves a polar bear. Ace of Snow, Crystallizing Moment. And 2 of Clouds, Shared Space. And I'm going to go kind of a little faster here so I can make sure to get all the decks in. So that is the King of Clouds, Spiraling Renewal. Okay. And the clouds replace the cup suit. Spiraling cyclones, also known as hurricanes and typhoons, are the world's largest mechanism for renewal. One storm can stir up the ocean floor a continent away, turn salt water into fresh, and deliver a deluge of rainwater miles inland. These seasonal titans replenish aquifers, end droughts, flush out rivers, push nutrients into the sea, and balance global temperatures. Over land or sea, cyclones recharge every level of the environment. The King of Clouds brings you into alignment with your emotional mastery. You can be a powerful force and still treat others with understanding and kindness. You are taking in the widest view. You know what you do affects many, just as a cyclone is a spinning top of balance between ocean and land, salt water and fresh, wind and rain, destruction and renewal. You too are able to balance your head and your heart to achieve your goals. You are self-aware, non-judgmental, and committed to the task at hand. Through that dedication, your compassionate support can rain down on those who need it most. And then it says, my head and heart are aligned. I just have to say that because I am from Hurricane Country, ouch. I would say the reverse of this card would be how much destruction it can bring. And because also it doesn't just like flush out river, it also does the opposite. It can turn fresh water into salt water, you know, and like can mess up environment. So I'm not going to get on a hurricane soapbox. So it's a beautiful deck. I'm super excited to work with it. It's just being in Hurricane Country. It's a little like, oh, you know. But it's not meant to be that, right? It's a symbol. So, beautiful deck. Super excited about it. Hurricane season's about to start, so I'm always worried about family and friends who still live where I'm from. It goes on till like the end of November, so it's basically like, let's hold our breath for the next 6 months or something. Alright, so we had a hurricane. Speaking of that part of the country then, let's do the Louisiana Cajun Creole tarot, which I have recently done a walkthrough of. So it comes in this wonderful box. There's this enormous guidebook that I can't even fit in the picture. There's also the big guidebook doesn't cost that much more, and but there is a tiny little, like just a mini guidebook like you'd have in another deck with, you know, some basic keywords, but it also has like the pictures for every card as well, but it doesn't have as much information. So Louisiana Cajun Creole tarot. I'm not from Louisiana, from the country though. So we have the back of the cards, and then let me just do a quick shuffle, and then grab 7, fan out my deck, grab 7 from that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so we have, wow, randomly picking, I should have a lot of major arcana. So we have the 9 of washboards. We have the law. We have Evangeline. The Rougarou. Mon cher. The Nog of washboards, which is the king of washboards. And then we have the Derrick. 16. So it's major arcana. Let's do that. For this one, I am not going to read the whole thing because it's at 2 pages, and like I said, well, let me see. I only have 2 decks left. Maybe I can. I'll try to read much of it, but so this is, I was wondering, this seems appropriate. This is the Tower card. So the Tower card embodies Louisiana's complicated ties to the oil industry through its transformation into the oil derrick. The Tower signifies sudden disruption along with the failure of systems that people depend on. The oil derrick reflects similar themes through its representation of economic prosperity alongside the dangers of depending on only one industry. The introduction of oil created employment opportunities and advancement, but it also left communities vulnerable to unpredictable market changes, environmental ruin, and unexpected downfalls. The tower's warning about the risks of relying on unstable systems is clearly demonstrated through Louisiana's historical relationship with oil. So this is a perfect card, or perfect representation. And let's see. I'm just kind of going through real quick to kind of see, because one of the great things about this guidebook, the bigger guidebook, is it gives more information kind of on the history and culture. So let's see. But you don't necessarily need to know all that unless you are interested separately. Let's see. The oil derrick card serves as both a disruptive element and a warning signal urging people to reflect upon their misplaced dependencies. The lesson from the tower emphasizes renewal after destruction, which becomes particularly pertinent due to the changing nature of the oil industry that reshapes both land and human lives. It forces the question, what foundations do we trust? Our continued dependence on unstable structures guarantees eventual collapse. The Louisiana, Cajun, and Creole Tarot's oil derrick card invites us to face our vulnerabilities and view failure as a moment to rebuild with improved insight. Yeah. So it goes on, particularly the effect that this card kind of represents for Louisiana and, anyone along the Gulf Coast, right, which is strongly associated with the oil industry. Like where I'm from, that's like basically the industry. So this is the Cajun and Creole Tarot, Louisiana Cajun and Creole Tarot. And like I said, I have a walkthrough of that one already up. So if you'd like to see more of those cards and see more of that in play, then or like in depth, then definitely go check that out. So let me put that back. And then the next deck I am going to show you is actually sort of like, it's like a cheat deck. I didn't get it for my birthday. I've actually had it for a while, but have not opened it. I was kind of saving it for a rainy day, so to speak. Get this closed. So it comes in a beautiful box, but also comes in a bag to keep it safe. So I'm just trying to make sure that all is in there together. Alright, so the next one is the Apothecary Spirits Oracle. And let's see, and I got it, I'm sorry Eric, I didn't get it from your website. I got it from Panther. So the people who do, the woman who does like the Southern Gothic Oracle, she was having I think it was her, she was having a sale on her website, so I was able to snag it for a little cheaper than I could before. I've been kind of eyeing it for a while. So I have, let's put one down so you can see the backs. If you have any others of Eric's decks, then you'll recognize the pattern on the back. And I'm just going to pick a random 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and round 7. So like all of these decks just a small image of the card and then more information. So let's see what we have. We have cayenne, I don't know how to pronounce this, guarana, beeswax, garlic, marigold, marshmallow, and a kettle. So let's go ahead and read the kettle card. Part of an herbalist tool set. Keywords are excitation, stimulation, and extraction. Heat can open up and activate the power hidden within herbs. Most commonly, boiled water will stimulate the plant material and allow an herbalist to extract the healing stored deep inside. Just like herbs responding to hot water, we too respond to the energy of the kettle. It starts with the warmth radiating from the stovetop, followed by the rumbling of a rolling boil. Then you hear the faint whisper of a whistle before the kitchen explodes with the songs of a ready kettle. There's nothing more magical than pouring hot water over your prepared herbs and watching the steam rise out of your cup. Every speck in the sunlight suddenly dances through the swirly haze. Time slows down. There's a palpable shift in the air as you notice every minuscule detail coming alive. You smell that first hint of your brew. You smell that first hint as your brew fill your space, and you can't help being enveloped in a wave of anticipation. The world seems a little more exciting, all thanks to the energy of kettle. When kettle shows itself in a reading, you are being asked to awaken something that lies dormant. Be reinvigorated by this energy and to pour life into it. Breathe deeply and feel a tingling sensation rush through you. Get excited. Something is being released from within you. And then there is a spread for this particular card called Putting Kettle to Work. And there's a central card, and it's like a 5-card cross. And so the kettle in the middle, and then 1 and 2 are primary ingredients. 3 is what will this process help heal, and 4 is what will help support the process in small doses. And yeah, so that's really cool, and it goes into more for that spread. But that is the Apothecary Spirits Oracle. And so let's go on to our last deck, which I have also, I think this will either have come slightly before or slightly after having posted a walkthrough of this last deck. And this last deck is actually also not part of my birthday. It was a Kickstarter that I backed, and it's a deck that comes out of Spain, Los Campos, Energéticos, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the title. It also comes with a wonderful guidebook. It's very thick. It includes all of the cards, both in Spanish. You see it's a black and white of the card in Spanish. And then the entire deck also listed in English, which is wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Because it's a beautiful deck, and I don't know Spanish, so I'm really excited that it is also in English. So let me just quickly pull cards from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. because I can't speak Spanish and I don't feel like butchering the language right now, I'm just going to show it to you. And long enough that if you do know Spanish, you can read it. But I don't want to butcher it. So let's go ahead and pull that card. That's just me moving around. I do these videos actually sitting on the floor, a wood floor. Don't really have a good space to do it. Other than that, let's see. Trying to make sure I get the right card. Here we go. Keywords: trust and the mystery. Faith is inherent to us. We can feel it in all its levels, sometimes so low that it seems that we have lost it, and other times so supreme that it is called blind faith, since we follow it without question. Our faith is tremendously manipulable. When we are aware of it, we can focus it with logic and consciousness. An unconscious faith, instead of being centered on feeling faith that your family and friends will be fine in life or the mystery of existence, can end up focused on feeling faith for money, cult, or in a corrupt system, or the immediate satisfaction of acquiring something material. Our faith moves and changes. It adapts according to circumstances. Throughout 1 year, it is deposited in many different things or beings. Half the time we are not aware of it, but the truth is that feeling of faith and blind faith is innate in the human being. So innate that it contains polarities, negative and positive. Examples of positive faith are, I trust life and my destiny, and an example of negative faith would be, it's not worth trying, because everything always goes wrong. With awareness of what we feel, we are capable of transmuting it. How to channel this energy. Conscious writing. What is faith for you? How do you experience it on a daily basis? You can also use positive affirmation or selfless acts to channel that energy. So that is the Los Campos Energéticos, if I'm pronouncing it poorly. Sorry. That's the last deck for the day, so let me, I kind of want to put the band together. We'll see how that works. If I can put, like, if not a cover, then let's see. So there's Los Campos Energéticos, the Louisiana, Cajun, and Creole Tarot, Apothecary Spirits. Okay, this is not going to work. I think what I'm going to do instead is just show a card from each here so that you can kind of have something like that. And so we have the Apothecary Spirits. Here's Vanilla Bean. From Los Campos Energéticos. It's a beautiful card. Look at that. From the Flow Tarot. 2 ponds, which is mini paths. Then we have the deleted portals, Bliss and the Portal. And then, speaking of losing everything, I suddenly don't know where. Let's see. From Hocking Hills, we have Adoption. And then from Cajun Creole, I can't count apparently. Alright, and then from Cajun Creole we have the Moon, La Lune. So we have Acadian, French, and Spanish representatives deck. I mean in this hall. And then Childlike Wonders. As you can see, there's a variety of different styles. I like a bunch of different things, as I know a lot of people do, especially people who collect decks. And then we have the deep end for the Childlike Wonders. Let's see if I can fit that in without like breaking everything. Alright. So we've gone a little bit the deep end today, but that is my haul for my birthday and around my birthday and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this was interesting for you today. I hope you got something out of it. Links will be in the description. Any thoughts, feelings, any of that, feel free to put in the description. And thank you for coming today, and I hope to see you soon.